everyone, and welcome to my first ever plan with me. Ironically, I always planned to make one of these, but never did. Usually I just forgot to film the majority of it. But I didn't this time, and now I am very excited to share with you my astrology-themed bullet journal spread. I really got into astrology in the 6th and 7th grade, but then I got busy and lost interest. But I actually met this really cool person who's now one of my best friends, and he rekindled my interest for astrology, aka my obsession. Now, for my cover spread, which is what you're seeing me work on right now, I based it off of Amanda Rach Lee's April 2017 bullet journal spread. Do not ask me why I know that by heart, but I used her little circle star method for the April title, and then I added a shooting star underneath it and the 12 zodiac constellations all around it, and I added a bunch of dots and stars, and it looks beautiful in my opinion. Now, I had a lot of fun filming this video because I got to try out a bunch of different camera angles. You'll actually see me right now moving the camera around. I decided not to edit that out to show the rawness of this. Also peep the Try Guys in the background there. But I wanted to talk a little bit about why I bullet journal. I started bullet journaling about like a year and a half ago. It was July of 2017, I believe. Either 2017 or 2018, I'm not quite sure. But I started in July because I found Amanda Rach Lee's videos and I decided I want to do that. So I went to Michael's and I found a very cheap, not even dotted journal, and I used that. I was really into bullet journaling throughout the summer and then through about half of the school year, but then I kind of dropped it because I wasn't using my bullet journal at school and I got really busy. And so last year I decided to pick it up again. I had done bullet journaling like on and off, but I decided to really pick it up back again in July, which is kind of funny. I did not plan that, I swear. But I started picking it up again and I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite things to do and it just helps me feel so together and organized. Yeah. But back to the actual spread itself. For this month, my main color is purple. That's the majority of the colors you're going to see, but I did add yellow. I will leave all of the supplies that I used in the description below because I really like these surprise. No, but I really like these supplies, so I'll leave them all down below. But I used my Tombow dual tip brush pen in the color 602 because they don't have color names, they have number names. And then I used the Zebra Mildliner brush pen to do the yellow color, and I really like how it turned out. Now, my quote, which you're seeing me write right now, is "The future is written in the stars." I thought this was a really good quote because it kind of shows how the future is written in the stars are bright, things will end up okay. And I thought that was very fitting for this month with everything that's been going on. Also, I am so sorry, I'm just now realizing that my camera fell over like 3 times while I recorded this. And you know what? I'm gonna leave it in. I think it's funny to leave in my little bloopers, or the little things that went wrong, because it just shows how bad I am at this. Now, I forgot to film me doing this part, so my bad. But I do very minimalistic type monthly spreads. I started doing these in November when I saw a picture of someone who did this type of spread on Instagram. And so I tried it out and I really enjoy it. I like having the rows. It gives me more space to plan things out and I don't feel as crammed. So basically all I did was I wrote the days at the top and then I did rows with my Mildliner, and every row is the row of the month. So then I write the numbers under the days. You can see what I'm talking about. I hope it makes sense. And then I just wrote April at the top in calligraphy and 2020 next to it with my Micron. And this is coming up right now, I believe, or soon. And on the other side at the top, I drew the constellation for Taurus and Aries, because Taurus and Aries are during this month. So I wanted to give a little shout out to them. You know, happy season. So that's what I did for my monthly spread. So for my habit trackers, I like to keep them very simple. So I just did some calligraphy at the top saying the name. I'm sorry you can't really see the title in this shot. I was trying out something new and I thought it was gonna work, but it didn't. So I'm sorry about that. Also, my camera died while I started filming this, so I apologize. But here I'm just mapping out where the boxes are going to be. So I did a mini outline of a calendar for the month, and so during the month, as I go through my habits, I'll just do little dots in where the numbers would be. I used to do individual boxes, but that took a very long time, so I decided to just do the outline. I used both the purple and the gold, and I made the gold kind of underneath the other ones because I thought it looked cool and a little mystical and whimsical. So that's what I did for my habit tracker. So for this month, I am tracking getting my homework done, uploading on YouTube, bullet journaling, drinking 4 water bottles per day, which adds up to 64 ounces, which is the amount of water I need to drink in one day, drawing, and having a cup of tea or more, because knowing myself, I'd be like, well, I didn't have a cup of tea, I had 4 cups of tea, so that's fine, because I want to see how much tea I really do drink. So yeah, those are what I'm tracking for this month. So this is actually a spread that I am trying out. It's something new. So I'm going to be tracking my sleeping patterns for this month, because I want to know how much sleep I really get in one month. So I have the day, and then the time where I go to bed, the time or the hours that I spent sleeping, the time that I wake up, and then the times that I set my alarm for, because I use the bedtime setting and the alarm clock. I think that's what it's called. So that's where you can set what time you want to go to bed and what time you want to wake up. So I'm going to put those times in there and then see if I actually did follow those times and see what patterns are, so I can improve my sleeping patterns, because I know it's not the best. And last but not least, we have the start of the first weekly spread of April. Now, I like to do the weekly spread pages every week, so I can try new weekly spreads or I can keep the same ones, but it also keeps me bullet journaling and using my bullet journal instead of just doing them all at once. I also like to do the days individually, so every morning it's become a part of my routine. I wake up, I make a little heading in my bullet journal, and then I plan out my day in my bullet journal. This is because I don't know how much I need to do or how much I need to write down in my bullet journal, so instead of having to cram in those small little things that I need to do, I just add as much as I need to, and then I make the next one underneath it, so I have as much space as I need. So that is my bullet journal spread for April. Soon I'm going to be flipping through all the pages so you can see it. I hope you are doing well, and I hope you enjoyed this. I plan to make more. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are safe and all of your families are safe. Wash your hands, practice social distancing, but most importantly, have a great day and don't forget to smile. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.